Am I an addict or just a sucker? Maybe both? Welcome everybody, this is the Film Glutton, and this is another episode of AMC A-List / MoviePass. This is mainly just a follow-up to my MoviePass episode from yesterday, where I did tell you I was going to go see an independent movie from Lamalay Theaters. It was a perfect opportunity to use my MoviePass to test it out. There was no AMC movies that appealed to me, so there was a perfect opportunity, but I couldn't make up my mind. So I told you I was going to tell you what movie I saw, my quick thoughts on it, and my MoviePass app experience. More importantly, though, was my MoviePass app experience today, which I will tell you about, and then also if I accepted the new terms. First off, let me tell you, I really wanted to catch Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot. That was my top pick. Unfortunately, just due to time restraints, I was working a lot longer. I didn't catch an afternoon film, so I was catching an evening film. I missed the 7 o'clock showing, and I didn't want to wait around for the 10 o'clock showing, so I went with my second pick, which was Won't You Be My Neighbor, the Mr. Rogers documentary, which I enjoyed. I'm giving it a solid like. It didn't exceed expectations. I would say just pretty much met expectations. There was some great art done and like animation. Some of the editing was really nice. Some of the visual storytelling was very creative, and I give them major props for that. That makes it lean towards an XL. The other thing that makes it lean towards an XL was the timing, like the fact that they talked about Mr. Rogers, how he indulged in silence, I think is the way they said it. He loved just allowing silence to happen in his show, and that was controversial at the time, if you will, in comparison to what was going on with children's entertainment. And I think now in our modern day Twitterverse, it would be very much still just as interesting and different, counter programming, if you will. Also, because the climate, whether it be we're talking about entertainment or politics, it's just, I do think there's an importance level with this film. But that being said, it's just a film about Mr. Rogers. It's just a film about a guy with a big heart who had a great TV show. That was it. If you grew up being a fan of the show, then it's definitely worth checking out at some point in time. I would recommend it, whether you catch in the theaters or wait. And I also liked how it told, it showed American history through the lens of the Mr. Rogers show, and like how it tackled racism and how it tackled like war and these different elements. And so you got to kind of experience modern American history through a different perspective. That was interesting. I will also say there's a slight critique with that, only because for the most part, we were getting this broad history, modern history of America, but at the same time they missed there was a few holes I felt like they kind of had, or some areas where they could have like gone more into it. For instance, PBS got funding from the government. They kind of just mentioned that briefly. Then they focus a lot about how it almost got defunded. The reason why they do that is because that's part of the Mr. Rogers narrative. PBS first getting funded isn't. But just because it's part of that story, it would have been interesting if they would have taken a couple minutes to go in on that, just to let me know. But at the same time, I understand it's a documentary. They got to keep it tight on the time, and they really wanted to keep the narrative clean and focus on Mr. Rogers. So they did that successfully. I just wish they would have done a few other things. Okay. Now the MoviePass app itself, that totally worked. I had absolutely no problem. I could have gone to see any of the ones I wanted through my MoviePass app. No peak pricing. I didn't run into issues until today. Today, when I woke up, I decided, you know what? I purchased my AMC A-List movie pick, which was the new Spike Lee film. So I'm going to catch that, but that's a late night showing. Again, there was no other films at AMC that I really wanted to see. So I was like, you know what? Let me go catch that Joaquin Phoenix film. I'll catch an afternoon showing at the Lamalay. And there's no showtimes available for any movie at that theater. In fact, for nearly every independent theater near me, no showtimes available at all. A huge block out. Now, what's interesting about it is almost everything at AMC was available through my MoviePass app. That I found that very interesting. I like I always do, I reach out to my other MoviePass subscriber friends to find out what their experience in their area. JB in Florida said that he could not get in. There was no movies available, whether it be AMC, a mainstream theater, or independent theater. Nothing was available over there. So I guess I can consider myself lucky, but I got my A-list, so I don't need the MoviePass app today. I just found that interesting. Now, I will say, I did accept the new terms. I am officially a 3-movie-a-month subscriber. I called it my rainy day pass, and it is still my rainy day pass. I mean that as a term of endearment, guys. I'm an official A-lister. That's my first and foremost love right now. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. I think MoviePass and kind of invented the game in terms of American cinema subscription services. I think it'll keep everyone on their toes if they're able to stay around. And I do like the fact that I can go catch these like 1 or 2 independent movies. Again, if I catch 1 independent movie, then it's worth my time. If I catch 2, it's definitely saving me money. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna accept the new terms. I also once I accepted it, I went back in and restarted my phone just to see if there was more options or anything. No, all the theaters were still blocked out except for AMC. Very fascinating. That's pretty much it. Mitch Lowe was in Bloomberg TV today, and he pretty much said the same thing that he did on CNN. So we can hold his feet to the fire, guys, because once again he reiterated the fact that there should be no major changes. He thinks they've done enough changes. So from here on out, there should only be positive changes if there are changes. Hopefully that's the case. I'm crossing my fingers. I would still recommend against becoming an annual member if they still even offer those. I like the fact that I'm month to month because I'm going to try this new 3-movie subscription, a movie a month out. And if I ever find that I'm wasting money on it, you know what? I'll cancel it. Just become an A-lister. But for now, I'm sticking around, guys. Go ahead and comment below if you've seen any of these movies. Of course, if you have any update from your apps, whether it be problems or advantages or disadvantages with your MoviePass app or A-list app, please let me know in the comments. But also, if you've seen Won't You Be My Neighbor, or if you've seen Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot, let me know. Should I make that a priority next week? That's going to be the next time I'm available to watch a movie. Should I try to make that a priority? Is it worth it? If you've seen it, let me know. That pretty much covers it, guys. Go see a movie tonight. Go see a movie tomorrow. Go see a movie Saturday, especially if you're an A-lister or a MoviePass subscriber. Well, don't burn out your MoviePass if you've already switched over, guys. You only get 3 now. Anyways, go see a movie. Have fun. Eat popcorn. Until then, have a great weekend, guys. This is the Film Glutton reminding you to never turn down an upgrade. Have a good day, folks.